I just kind of wanted to record this whole process of music distribution. I give you a whole entire checklist to tell you why we wanted to do this. I wanted to cover the fastest and easiest way to get your music up on all the major streaming platforms. It's an in-depth guide and walkthrough in the brain of Hope Taylor to get stuff done. So this is gonna be a good way for you to see that anybody can do this. So it's my first time uploading actually for us on our end. So if you don't think that you have the ability to do this, that it just seems a little daunting, don't worry about it. So we're watching me do it for the first time and live, if anything. It's great. DistroKid is the distribution that we personally use, and it's cheap, they're good, they're reliable, and it just works if you're constantly releasing as an artist. The benefits of DistroKid first, I'll kind of lay it out. You get 100% of your earnings, you get put into the stores super fast. It's only $19.99 for the cheapest plan, but I'm gonna recommend that you go to the mid-grade plan, which we'll go over in a second. That's because you get to actually choose the release date when you want to have your music hit the stores to run a successful campaign. So you get unlimited uploads, unlimited albums per year. So that's a yearly fee. It's not just a one-time fee. It's good to know that just in case. So that way you don't get all of your music taken down from the stores. And the really cool thing about them though is it does a split. So say that you're working with another artist, like so for Silent Disco Sex, Rosalio is the other partner in that. So we get to kind of split up we don't even have to think about it. We don't have to do anything with it. We just say who our teammate is, what percentage that they get, and then it just totally takes care of it. So not a lot of other distribution services offer that. You have to kind of manually keep track, and that's a pain in the butt. The plans, there's the musician plan. That's the $19.99 one. Gets you unlimited songs, but the musician plus plan is $35.99 per year. You get to choose when your releases are happening. You also get 2 other artists under there. So if you go under other artist names per se, or if you kind of want to do like a mini record label type deal and then pick up artists below you. So what else? There's a label plan, it's $79.99 a year, and then you get to have up to 100 artists. The support link, there was people that have also found it difficult to figure out if you do have a problem, where the heck you go to find it. I remember I was staying up like super late, ridiculously late, just been like, I need to contact them, where is this? And like 6 support pages later at the bottom was like, and if you have any problems we can't answer, here's this tiny, small, eensy-weensy little help link. So I remember somebody even saying they went to CD Baby instead just because I couldn't get help, but I couldn't find it. So I provided that quick access link for you guys to get straight to the point. The only thing is with DistroKid, there are certain features that you would get in one of the competitors that are add-ons that will go over, but they're really not that much. They're yearly. Some of them are one-offs, but the fact is you're getting a really quality company to work with. You know that, you know, when you do reach out to them, they're quick, they're on it. It takes like a day or 2, but they do get back to you immediately and like really in depth. Let's hop over to their site so you can kind of see what is going on with that. This is what it's gonna look like. When you sign up, it's just gonna be a general, like regular sign up process. Give me your name, your information, how you wanna get paid. When you do have a bunch of releases, it'll look like this. Right, you'll be able to see all the stores that are inside of your releases. Kind of scroll down, you can see your different teams that you're on. I'm personally in Rosalio's account right now, my partner's account, because we upload through his for Silent Disco Sex. You can see stats, which is nice that it gives you some really cool analytic features too, to check out what you have going on, streams, plays over time, and you get to select if you have different artists' names or artists in here, specifically what's going on with that. So this also links to Spotify for Artists, so we'll go through that in another video to set that up, but it's really easy and you get verified with DistroKid. Gives you a lot more cool analytics too, and then an ability to pitch to Spotify playlists, curators. You get a bank, which gives you like a micro breakdown by artist and by song and by service, and kind of see what you have going on for your music. It takes a little bit to collect. I just personally leave it in there yearly or on a certain monthly basis, and then you can deposit it from the DistroKid bank that collects it all to your own personal bank. Let's see, here's some other drop-down services they give you. So they have a bunch of fun things in here for you to promote too as well that are thrown in, which I think is cool because I own a video production company and I'm a photographer, right? And we'll get into like different ways to make custom content for these tracks down the line. But it's nice when you know, say that's not your thing. So it gives you this little Marcel generator, which creates these little mini music videos for you for social media, creates memes, so slaps, playlist, spotlight. So they have their own playlists that you can kind of get voted in on. Hyperfollow. Hyperfollow is cool because it's like a good way to be able to get your music into your fans' playlists, Spotify playlists or iTunes or wherever. They follow you the day it releases, like the second that it's releasing. And so if you get them to hyperfollow in advance, it automatically pre-populates into their new releases. And then it gives you a better push on release day because it shows these platforms that people are immediately, you know, listening to your stuff. Credit and liner notes, promo cards, personal profile. So, you know, you'll be able to kind of get in here, and they're always adding stuff into here and play around the upload process. It's gonna look like this when you want to upload a track. And services, I'll just break down each of these little sections as we go along. These are all of the distribution platforms in the stores that you can opt in or opt out of. And so we just do all of them because, you know, let's get on everything. Number of songs. You can do as many tracks as you want. We normally do EPs here, or one track EPs are just like, you know, a couple was our last instrumental one we did. We threw in a couple in there. Previously released. No, the song has not been previously released. If it has, click yes. Our artist band name is already in here. You'll go through and you'll set that up under your account as what you're doing when you first sign up, and all of your information. Or you can add a new one, say if it's like, you know, you're first populating them into there. Artists already on Spotify. We're on Spotify. Artists already in Apple Music. Yes, we are, because we've released in the past. Release date, it's gonna be for Valentine's Day. So that's cool. I'm down for the FU Valentine's Day track. Excited for it. Release time, let's do midnight. Let's let it hit the stores immediately. Get to it. We're gonna synchronize our time so that way it hits at midnight throughout all the time zones. Pre-order, yes, pre-orders are good to do. Lets people kind of build some hype and buy it in advance. Let's do it immediately. Let's freaking pre-order this ASAP. Record label. So this is, if you're releasing it yourself, you're kind of like your own record label, right? This is my company, After Music, and so we deal with stuff for musicians and creatives and all that jazz, and so we release under that name. Album art cover, minimum you can do 1400 by 1400, like don't do that. Do 3000 by 3000. Like that is a solid ratio for you to be making your 1x1 square album art covers. Have as many different versions of it as well, just in case you need like a really optimized version. Yeah, and then just make sure it's RGB, because RGB is for digital, like the digital color science. CMYK is for printing and like actual tangible products. If anything, contact us. We can make you some album art, optimize it for you. It's great. Just shoot me a message. We do have ours. It's great. I'm gonna show it to you. It's an angry eggplant image. Title your album art, the name of the track that's being released that correlates with it. I hope your dick falls off. Crucial eggplant positioning. I think this is a beautiful work of art, in my opinion. So whatever language that the music's in, ours is English. We're gonna pick our primary genre. You can pick a subgenre if it kind of falls into a different category as well. We're like a mix mash. We're normally trip hop, alternative, electronic. Song title. This is where we're gonna put our title in. And it gives you a kind of a rundown of what's going on, so you can see what are best in practices, right? So this is just a little bit of metadata into the song title that gives the stores and our distributor of choice, DistroKid, an idea of what's going on. Silent Disco Sex Original. I hope your dick falls off. I did a terrible job at promoting this live stream. I only blame myself for all of this. The reason why is because we literally need to get this out today, because huge, mucho, super duper important deal is give yourself 3 weeks. I say, 4 weeks is good, but at least 3 weeks from doing what I'm doing now to releasing the song. It needs to hit the stores. It needs to get verified, and you'll get an email from your Spotify for Artists profile that lets you know when it is available to be pitched to playlist curators. And that is a big deal, because you'll come up with a little blurb. We'll do, when that comes about, I'll do another live stream or at least a video on it. But if you do it any sooner, you're not doing all that hard work and all that time that you put in for making it happen. Choose a WAV or a FLAC file. Why? Don't do an MP3. Do the highest quality file that you have, right? If you already have an ISRC code, which is kind of like that little label coded detector, it's like a tracking piece that gets attached to your music. You can input it there. That's what we're doing right now. We're uploading to distribution, and we're gonna get, after this whole process, what is it called? This UPSC or UPC code? I'm not quite sure what that's called. Let's see. A UPC code. It's a product identifier that differentiates your music in the marketplace and aids in proper accounting. So we will get that, and an ISRC code. These are song identifier codes, essentially for proper tracking of activity and payment in the digital music world. So we will be the proud owners of that, and a pre-save link when we are all done. All right, songwriters' real names. Let's do this. Perfect. We're gonna add another one, because we do everything 50-50 around here. Silent Disco Sex team. Explicit lyrics, no. This is actually, for how aggressive and ridiculous of a song name this is, it's one of our cleanest songs. Nope, this is clean, so it's a radio edit. You want to know if there's an explicit version, you can kind of put that there if there is, but this is a clean version. I don't know if the word dick is just a thing. It's not a dirty word. So this isn't an instrumental. It's a lyrical song, but if yours is an instrumental, you can associate that there. For all of the stores, once it hits, you're gonna be able to have a little blurb that people can kind of preview and see if they want to purchase it, So you can choose if there's a really good part that you're absolutely in love with. You can define that, but I'm just gonna let the streaming services decide. So track price. You can choose to make it cheaper. You can do 99 cents. You can, if it's a premium, $1.29, but we're just gonna stick with the middle of the road 99-cent deal. YouTube Content ID, right? This is something that's gonna track your YouTube plays, right? So if it ever gets played in another music or YouTube video or just anywhere else on the YouTube scape, it will track it, stop it, and then you'll get notified and get paid off the plays. So that's what it's about. So if you're not wanting a publisher right now, say if you're whatever, I just want to get my stuff out there and on the stores, I'm just gonna go all in on DistroKid and that's it, I'd say purchase this. That's great, right? But I'm gonna give you a solution for publishing, which will just a one-time payment, and you don't have to worry about it. And they do all this stuff for you. All of the things for your publishing, which is 50% of your royalties, and then YouTube for free instead of a yearly rate of $4.95. So Click it if you don't have a publisher and you just don't want to deal with it and you don't want to hear my sweet bonus, because if you stay till the end, I'll tell you about it. Otherwise, just hold off. Store Maximizer. One thing about this is there's new platforms and stores coming out all the time, right? And that's awesome. They have something if you just kind of want to like set it and forget it and not have to, sorry, I was checking out the stream, set it and forget it and not have to worry about going back through and seeing which ones are on which platforms and stores. But you don't need to pay this yearly, which can kind of add up. You know what I mean? If you have a bunch of tracks in there, you can do it manually. Well, they don't say that, right? So they kind of just like leave it out. We'll automatically deliver these. And so you kind of feel like you have to. If you're looking to save money, just go back in and do a check or like write yourself a memo or something in your calendar to go off and be like, check my distribution. See what I'm missing out on. Good stuff. So save yourself $7.95. We are going to do this because Shazam is a great feature. So an iPhone series. So that's only 99 cents a year. Super cheap. Title, this is newer. We're not going to do that, but you get a little master badge on there. It's something that's up to you. It's just a super high quality audiophile type of service to show that you have the highest quality possible. Leave a legacy. It's a little dark when you die. This is what happens when you die. If anything happens, you pay $29 and your stuff is up there. It doesn't matter if your card gets declined, and you'll continue to accrue all royalties as normal. Protect your music and leave a legacy for future generations, which is kind of cool. You know, it's a good thing to think about. I might go back in and do that. You never know. That was the extra options, but awesome features in good old DistroKid. So important checkboxes and mandatory to kind of go through. I selected YouTube Music as a store. So I won't email DistroKid later asking, why'd you upload my music to YouTube? Let's see if I can find an example. I don't know if you've ever seen those like curated YouTube playlists that are just like the album art covers. If you're an artist, don't get freaked out that if all of a sudden you have a playlist that is on there. Let's see if I can find it. And it's weird. You're like, whoa, what is this about? Like, I didn't put that in there. What's going on? So clearly they must get a bunch of strange emails and cries about the situation. Of like, why is this happening? But you actually authorized it, which is cool. It's cool. It's like, you know, extra feelers out there for you, extra SEO out there for you. I'm all about it. So we want to be out there on all the markets. And we can clearly see here, where is that? Google Play and YouTube Music. So YouTube Music is why that's happening to you. I'm okay with that. And that looks like this. That's our whole Devil Dog EP, because we did not upload this. And then it'll kind of, depending on if it's like an EP or an album or whatever it might be. You don't need to hear that right now. But you guys should go check it out. It's freaking sweet. It'll populate in its own playlist. I recorded this music and I'm authorized to sell it in stores worldwide and collect all the royalties. Darn right. I'm not using any other artist name in my name, song titles, or album titles without approval. Make sure it's super duper important. Don't be a douchebag. There you go. So I have read and agreed to the terms of the DistroKid distribution agreement. If you're not familiar with that, it's just check it out. You have to probably review it before you give all your information to do this anyways. So we got done. Just like overview everything one more time, make sure. Services, all of them. One song. Previously released, no. Artist name, Silent Disco Sex. We're on Spotify. We're on Apple Music. So we're rocking it. Valentine's Day. I hope your dick falls off. You know who you are. Release time, 12 a.m. I'm terrifying. Time synchronization, yeah. Valentine's Day hits the markets. I don't want to wait. Let's do it. Pre-order, absolutely, immediately, starting now. After Music is a record label. Our sweet album art. We got English, electronic. You make sure that you have the track title exactly how you want it. All the metadata into it. Make sure you're uploading the right file for your wave. Put in the people who wrote it. It's perfect. And nope, we're good. Radio edit, we're good. It's not an instrumental. We're done. Perfect. And you just wait while this progress bar happens. All your great success. Perfect. That was easy, wasn't it? It absolutely was. Watching Hope Taylor do it, I'm not quite sure how easy that was. So maybe I should talk into my microphone. That might be better for y'all to hear what I'm doing. Perfect. It also lets you have your pre-save. This is sweet. And you get to share it for quick links on Facebook, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and we'll preview that right quick. It's also giving you really good tips and advice because, you know, that C link in bio dealio, you can just paste that into your Instagram. It's telling you if you're not quite sure, but it's so good to do that. We do that immediately where we take this link and we, you know, just start pushing every day. Just getting it done. People need redundancy over and over and over again. So this is what this looks like once you click the pre-save link and what people will see. We just send people to one location. We were doing a few before. And we're focused on Spotify. That's where we want to be at. That's what we want to do. So that's what we're doing. Check on the status and add credits and lyrics. So let's click over here. Edit your team. This is important. This is crucial, right? So if you're working with somebody else, new team member, there I am, right there. It's really crucial and super important. So revenue shares, we do everything 50-50. So he's gonna get 50, then it's gonna prompt me, and there we go. So you wanna have this total out at 100%. Once you save, we'll send an email to everyone on your team with instructions. Non-members will be sent a 50% discount to sign up for DistroKid. So good stuff. Save changes. So anyways, return home. Perfect. What they'll see, like what I'll see since I'm in Rosalio's account, is I will see under my Teams tab, I'll go to my email. It'll be this little blue prompt. It'll give me a code, and I'll put that in. Got an invite code, which it'll send me. I'll put that in, and it'll show me my percentage of the track. So, with that being said, no further ado. So, your plans are right here. Sign up for the $35.99 one because you want to have structure with your music release. It's good to know when you can release it and have the option so that way you can do a really tactical launch and promotion and have everything in order, and you can align your music video and your whatever type of marketing that you're doing or advertising if you're running ads. If you're looking to do covers too, DistroKid is awesome for that because it's only $12 or $12.99 and it's a yearly fee, but they take care of all of the heavy lifting that goes into worrying about that situation. I'll show you guys right here. So $12 per year, renewed annually. Obtaining licenses, pay the original songwriters every month, keep up to date on copywriting laws affect your music, do the things described here and here, which are 2 clauses that are super hefty. So I'll let you guys read through that on this download. But it's pretty awesome because then you can get paid. And that's also a great way to get found if you are just starting out as an artist and you're not really well known. Do a bunch of covers of artists who correlate and align with you, who you want your followers and who you want your people to associate you with in their brain. Oh, they're not into not seeing things they don't know. I don't know, I sometimes put on Spotify and just listen because I'm into that and I'm into like exploring and finding new artists. But a lot of people, just in general, it's like any type of advertising or anything. If they don't know you, they're not going to really give you a chance unless somehow you just slip in there. So when you can just get them already with something that they know and that they like, they're like, I like this. It's just a way. It's a win. It's a win in the books. Bonus section now. The publishing though, right? So if you do Ditto or you do DistroKid, it's only mechanical. I just want to state that. It's only 50% of what you have going on. Super crucial, super important to know that you have another 50% of your royalties. So Songtrust, this is what this looks like. You can register. It's literally $100 one time, right? And they take care of everything. They take care of like all of your worldwide capture. All of those places in all these different countries that normally, you know, you would have to either make a spreadsheet back in the day about and have, and this is like how the record labels dauntingly, you know, would be like, well, we do all of this stuff. And now it's just so great that us independent artists have services like this to be able to, you know, if we're getting played on the radio in Japan, we can get paid for it. So it's 15% commission on any royalties that they collect on your behalf. But I'm telling you, totally worth it, and that's totally the normal going rate. So I'll log in and show you guys. Sign in. So it looks like you can also have like affiliate stuff here. You hook up, I don't remember what the heck this is. It's like some really weird bank account that I've had to use before for music stuff for the accounts. So you have like set lists in here. Kind of go through and explore. YouTube beta, this is what I was going to show you. So instead of paying for, if you're going to do this, which I 100% highly recommend that you do, get DistroKid and Songtrust, don't click that YouTube feature. Like I said, that's what I had mentioned before. You're going to want to do it here because it's free and it's cool to not pay money when you're not making money. So gotta work smart. So yeah. So it's monitored, you know, claimed. Let's see what we have here. You can kind of see what we already have claimed already in YouTube. It shows you some of our stuff. And because we are in this YouTube mix for down-tempo electronica trip-hop deals, we're going to make money off that too. Woo. If you need any help at all whatsoever, if you have any questions, you can always email me. I put my contact information in there. You can check out our website. So this is the DistroKid blurb, and then their plans, kind of what I recommend, and their help links that are really difficult to find sometimes. And just even if you don't go with DistroKid, say you go with Ditto, like this will apply to you. It's like a generalized official distribution checklist, in my opinion. I'm gonna say that. So kind of gives you specs and details and a breakdown. I hope you guys learned a little bit of something in my chaotic brain. I was a little nervous, so forgive me. It's my first live stream, but I needed to get that track uploaded because like I said, it's coming out on Valentine's Day, so we did not have time to waste. But I hope this helps out a bunch. You guys keep creating and keep staying awesome out there, all right? I am I'm gonna go now, and later.